I agree, but I think that the adjustments have taken place.
And they were still down 19 after the first quarter. It's just once, or in the first quarter, it was just once Luka went to the bench, they couldn't hold it.
That's correct, and that could be a problem. And here's another thing to think about. I think Rondo is going to be the X factor moving forward. I think he has to be more aggressive in how he's facilitating, and that will play a major part because I think Rajon Rondo is able to penetrate, like I was talking about earlier with Mike Conley. Those type of guys that have the vision for the court and are able to get inside and penetrate a defense make it very difficult for defenses to be able to do what it is that they do best. So I think he's going to be a major part of this. Another thing I really like about this series is it's chippy. You know, they don't like each other.
It should be because the Clippers feel like they're the better team and they're losing. But you got to give Rick Carlisle a ton of credit, man.
Absolutely.
The spacing that Dallas has, that they have on the offensive end, when their spacing is so great, that's why guys are getting wide open shots. It's the spacing that they have and the understanding of, okay, let's cut here, we gonna stay here. They cannot get back to a shooter because of the spacing. That's fantastic. As long as they can knock down shots, the Clippers gonna be in trouble.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think that it's irresponsible for everybody to be running off at the mouth saying that Luka is the best player in this.
Well, why is it irresponsible? Has he not shown that?
I think it's irresponsible because
thus far.
Kawhi Leonard was just being compared to being the best basketball player in the world, even over LeBron. Not even a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Somebody messed that up. All I'm saying is, all you can go off of is when they're on the court together, has he not shown that
he has played better? Yes, he has played better than his counterparts. But to say he is the best in the series, I think is debatable.
But I think that's debatable. You're saying he's played better, and he's playing against, in everybody else's words, a better defense than what Kawhi and Paul George is playing against. Well, think about that. Think about that. He's going against a better defense than what Kawhi and Paul George is, and he's eating for lunch.
But if the Clippers, the LA Clippers, figure out the defense of the Mavericks and that lack of experience that the Mavericks had being in this position, I do think that it plays a major part in the outcome of this series.
The lack of experience, the Clippers don't have any experience in this as well.
They have enough.
Kawhi has experience.
That's enough. Paul George has deep playoff
He's never been to the finals,
but he's made deep runs when he was in Indiana.
So
there are other guys. Rondo has experience. There's experience on that team, and I think that experience, especially at the head coach's position, understanding what needs to take place, the level of chippiness that took place during the course of that game last night, I think really sets a different tone. Now, does that tone set it up for Dallas to come out and be more aggressive and give those you-know-whats going into the game? Or does that give the Clippers, the type of momentum that they need? I don't know. But I will say this. We're going to get a trending from David Gascon before we...
Hey, Josh, we gonna get you on the line, too, Josh. Hold on, brother.
I think your requirement, right, is Josh can't get on the air unless he's got a cornhole custom made for TJ, right?
Hey, yeah, make sure he has that cornhole.
Guys, let's start things off in the NBA. Fellas are at the break right now. Miami leading Milwaukee 64-57. Milwaukee's shooting a little bit better now, 41% from the field, but they're not getting any stops. Heat right now, 53% from outside. They have 4 players right now in double-digit scoring. Jimmy Butler's got 10 of his own. 3 of 8 from the field, but 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. That's the only game right now. You get Denver and Portland later on today. Philadelphia, Washington, Utah, Memphis. Later on tonight, speaking of the Jazz, they lost one of their own as Marquise